Hey, my salespeoples are closers. Yo, what up, everybody? We just closed on a deal. I want to break down the deal that we just closed on. We actually just received the check today. Here's the check. So this was a wholesale deal. This simply was a deal that we put under contract. We never went out to the property. My sales guy called the seller after our VAs generated the lead. My sales guy kept following up, and then boom, got him under contract. Once we got this seller under contract, all we did is we just reached out to the buyers in the area and we got one of the buyers to buy that contract from us. Now, if you're not new to wholesaling, you're not new to real estate, you might already know what the heck I'm talking about, but maybe this is your first time on the channel and you never really even heard of wholesaling real estate before. All wholesaling real estate is going out to a homeowner that owns a property and getting them under contract with you having the rights to buy the house. So this is going to be interesting. I'm going to check out really quick the timeline for this deal to show you guys exactly what happened. I'm going to log into my CRM really quick. We use this CRM called RE Simply. I'm going to shoot a link down below. If you guys want a discount code to our CRM, go down to the link below. But what a CRM, you might even be like, Mike, what the heck is a CRM? A CRM is pretty much where all of our leads hang out. So when one of our cold callers calls a lead and they say that they're interested in selling, that cold caller pushes it over to our CRM so that we can stay organized. So all of the leads that are interested in selling their property stay in one place. That way our salespeople know what they have to do every day, what people they're following up with, why they are following up with them, the information on the lead, how much they want to sell the house for, why they are trying to sell. All those notes they keep in one place. So we just do that to stay super organized so that we know what we're doing on a day-to-day basis. But what I'm going to do right now, since all of it is recorded in the CRM, I'm going to look at the timeline of what happened with this deal, like when the lead got generated, how many follow-ups it took, and then when we close on the deal. So let me log into my CRM really quick. Alrighty, so we texted this lead. So we have two different strategies when we go out and we talk to homeowners. We either text them initially or we just simply call them. So for this particular lead, I'm looking in our CRM right now, we texted the lead. So on July 26th, my VA, my virtual assistant, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to explain exactly how we do that later on. But our VA texted this lead on 7/26, and that was about a month ago. Once that happens, the lead goes through a funnel. So we have this funnel, right? And at the top, that's where our VAs are initially cold calling and texting people. And then once somebody's interested in selling, that lead goes through the funnel and then they go on to the next phase, which is lead management. So our lead manager talks to the lead and qualifies that lead for an appointment. Once that lead is qualified as an appointment, it then goes to the sales reps and they bring them through our 8-step sales process that we teach over in the Blueprint Mentorship. They go through that whole entire process and lock them up under contract, and then we go and sell that contract. So I just want to show you guys the timeline from the time that we generated the lead to how many follow-ups we did and everything. So July 26th, I'm looking here, that's when the lead was generated. That's when we texted them. July 27th comes up and my lead manager keeps on trying to call this lead. Looks like she called the lead about 3 times. After that, she finally gets on the phone and qualifies the lead as an appointment for my sales manager. My sales manager hops on the phone the next day. So this is now July 28th, goes through the whole entire sales process, figures out, let's see here. Oh, this is really good. So when my sales manager first calls this person, finds out that he's actually not talking to the person who owns the property. He's talking to the power of attorney. So what a power of attorney is a power of attorney is somebody who is in charge of doing everything for somebody who is maybe sick or incapable of making decisions. So it looks like here, this guy's son who actually owns the property. So the father owns the property. The son is the power of attorney. The son pretty much has control over all this guy's property. And we're talking to the son. And the son's like, yes, we've been trying to get rid of this property for a while. We just haven't been able to get rid of it. So Felipe, my sales manager, is like, all right, well, let's get you over an offer. So Felipe goes through the whole entire sales process and gets this guy under contract on, let's see, that was the 28th. He gets him under contract that same day. Hey, my salespeople are closers. Listen, he got this thing locked up on the same day. So on the same day he gets it locked up, We send it over to our partners who have a bunch of buyers in the area. By the way, if you're in the Massachusetts area, go ahead and send us over your contracts, send us your leads. We'll help you with those leads. We'll help you sell those leads. We'll help you get those leads under contract, all the things. But anyways, we have a whole entire full-time partnership with people who go out and help us find all the buyers. So we send it over to our partners. They found the buyer, locked the buyer in. Here, let's look. Looks like the buyer was locked in maybe like a week later. And then it takes another 3 weeks to close. To the day that we received this check, it took us a month. So in a month's worth of time, we made $15,250. Here's the thing. So that's how the deal got done from start to finish. But here's the deal. You're probably like, Mike, this kind of went over my head a little bit. Like, what do you mean you texted the person and all of a sudden got them under contract? I want to break all that stuff down. I'm late for an appointment right now, so let's go talk about it in the car. It's a beautiful day today. It's another beautiful day above earth. One of the biggest things, man, is I just like to give thanks. Every single day I wake up, first thing I do is I sit there and I just thank God. I'm like, thank you, God, for this beautiful day. Whether it's raining, whether it's snowing, whether it's sunshine, it's another day above earth, and that's all we care about, right? Let's go on and see. Okay, so you're probably like, Mike, how the heck are you doing these deals, making $15,000 plus on all these deals without ever actually going to the property? So here's the deal. We have two different departments that allow us to do this. The first department is our lead generation department. Our lead generation department is in charge of finding all the opportunities, right? So we have built out a process where I literally don't even go into that department anymore. I don't even really talk to anybody in that department. We just have leads that come into the system. We use virtual assistants to do that. So all they do is we have given them a blueprint on how to go out, talk to the homeowners, text blast them, and cold call them. So pretty much what we have done is we've just given the VAs a step-by-step process to abide by. So all they do is just log in every single day, go on the text platform, go on the cold call platform, and they just generate leads the whole day. So our acquisition managers have all the opportunity in the world to lock up deals every single week. Okay, so that's the first department. The second department is the sales department. And the sales department consists of my lead managers, the people following up with all the leads, and the sales reps who walk these people through the 8-step sales process that we teach over in the Blueprint community. So we give the sales reps an 8-step sales process where all it is an A to Z, step-by-step, like everything that you need to get from the seller in order to get them under contract. We go ahead and we give them that whole entire sales training. So they get the same exact sales training that all the Blueprint students get, okay? They use that training to lock everybody up. And in that training, we pretty much teach how to get these sellers under contract without ever going out to the property. So it's a step-by-step. It would literally take me like 20 hours to sit here and discuss exactly all the step-by-steps that we do in order to do this without ever having to go to the property. But there's no reason to ever really go to the property. I only go to the property when it's something that comes from like a referral, or sometimes I just simply want to go and go belly to belly with people and talk to them face to face, because it actually helps me build my people skills. Closing over the phone and going on site are two different things, and they're two different skills. But I just have my team focus all their time and energy on closing over the phone because it's much more efficient. The only time I ever go on an appointment, like I said, is when I feel like it, when I'm just like, yo, I need to sharpen my people skills like in person. So that's the only time we ever go on site. Or when it's from one of our referrals. And we're going to do another video where we got a deal done from one of our referrals where I went on an on-site appointment. That'll be coming up, so stay tuned for that. So yeah, all we do is we give the sales rep a step-by-step process on how to lock up sellers over the phone. It's literally like, hey, here's the questions that you need to ask. Here's how you ask the questions. Here's the tools that get you through to actually get the information and get the questions answered. We give the sales reps that training. Once they have that training, it's on them to lock up the deal. And then we lock up the deal. Once that deal is locked up, we simply send it over to one of our full-time partnerships that we have that deal with just buyers, and we connect with them, and they end up sending the contract over to all the buyers. We end up locking it in with one of the buyers, and boom, we get a check. That's literally how simple it is. So for this deal, that turnaround time was only 30 days. So in 30 days, we made $15,000. Now, it's not that simple. I'm not going to be one of these people on YouTube telling you that you can just make $15,000 in 30 days with a snap of a finger. What people don't see is all the work that was done prior to this. All the calls that my team got told no. All the calls that I got told no in the beginning. All the times where we were like, damn, there's no deals this month. What's going on? All the times in the beginning where I was learning this sales process of my own. Like, nobody really talks about that. It's almost like the iceberg effect, right? People will see all the accomplishments that happen, but they don't really see what has happened under the water. If you know of an iceberg, right? An iceberg, the majority of the iceberg is underwater. So you guys have probably seen a picture of an iceberg in like a meme or something where it's like, hey, here's the accomplishments up here above water. Let's just say down here is below water. That's the iceberg down here. People and below the water is all the work that you have done. It's all the hiccups that have happened. It's all the sweat, tears, blood, all the things, right? People don't see that. They just see up here. Up here right now, you're seeing it is the contract. Is the $15,000 in 30 days, which by the way is kind of a small assignment fee for our typical fee. But they don't see this down here. This is where it actually happens. If this video brought you any value, please hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.